My parents announced at their wedding anniversary dinner that we were all going to Hawaii next week for a big family celebration. Everyone was thrilled until I asked, "What time do we leave?" Dad looked at me and said, "You don't need to know. You're not part of us." I stood there holding the grill tongs. 42 relatives packed into our backyard, all of them staring at me now. My 3 siblings suddenly got really interested in their phones. "You'll house sit," Mom said, with that fake smile. "Someone responsible needs to stay behind." Dead silence. Even the dog stopped barking. I looked around at these people, the same people I'd been carrying for years. When Dad got laid off 3 years ago, I paid his mortgage for 11 months straight. $28,000 for my savings. When my sister ran out of wedding money, I covered the shortfall. 14 grand in one afternoon. When my brother needed lawyers after his DUI, I paid every invoice. Mom's surgery bills when insurance denied her claim, I handled those too. Every family emergency landed on me. But I wasn't family enough for Hawaii. I set down the tongs and smiled. That same smile Mom just gave me. "I can't house sit." Dad's face flushed red. "What are you talking about? You don't have plans." "I'm closing on property next Tuesday." The whole yard went silent. Someone's ice clinked in their glass. "What property?" my sister finally asked, her voice tiny. "Remember Dad's old business partner, the one who supposedly stole from him 10 years ago and disappeared?" Mom's fork clattered onto her plate. She remembered. "He didn't steal anything. Dad fired him for refusing to help hide income from the IRS, then told everyone he stole money to cover his own tracks." Dad stood up fast, knocking his chair backward. "You don't know what you're talking about. He lives in San Jose now, runs a consulting firm. I found him 2 years ago. We've been talking ever since." I pulled out my phone, showed the screen around the table, email threads, contracts, wire transfer confirmations. He needed someone stateside to help expand into California. Someone he could trust. Offered me a partnership, 20% equity, 6-figure salary, and a signing bonus of $300,000. I could hear Mom's sharp breath from across the yard. "I've been working with him remotely for 18 months. The Costa Rica property, that's my investment. Beachfront, 4 bedrooms. Already rented out 9 months of the year through vacation rentals. Pulling in about 8 grand monthly." My brother knocked over his beer. Foam spread across the table. "Hold on, just hold on." "Hold on for what?" "Dad just told everyone I'm not family." Pretty clear message. My sister started that fake crying she does. You know how Dad gets after a few drinks? And Mom, what's her excuse? Nothing. Dead air. Just the sound of neighbors talking over the fence. "You know what? I think I'll head down early. My signing bonus clears Friday anyway." Perfect timing. I grabbed my keys from the patio table. "Richard's been asking me to visit the San Jose office." "Son, stop." Dad's voice cracked. "We need to talk about this. Right now." I turned back one last time. All their faces looked scared now. "Enjoy Hawaii. Maybe send a postcard. I'll be on my private beach." I headed toward my truck. "Oh, and Dad, that IRS audit you've been worried about? The one you kept asking me to help you prepare for? I've got all the documentation they'll need. Been keeping records since I started paying your bills. Every payment, every text message, everything timestamped and organized." My uncle whispered something as I climbed into my truck. 3 hours later, my phone exploded. 94 missed calls. My sister left 6 voicemails crying about how sorry she was. My brother offered to pay for my Hawaii ticket himself, plus extra. Mom texted saying she spoke wrong and didn't mean it that way. Dad left a voicemail. "Son, please, family is everything. We can fix this." My coworker texted me. "Your dad just called the office asking for you." He sounded panicked. "Everything okay?" "I'm typing this from a hotel near the airport. Flight to San Jose leaves at 6 tomorrow morning. First class. My new partner's assistant booked it." None of this was a lie. Every word was true. The hidden partnership, the Costa Rica property, the documentation I've been keeping, all real. They just never bothered to ask about my life. Too busy asking for money. They showed me where I stand tonight. I believe them.